Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It's New Year's Day as I record this. So, yesterday I asked you to make a list of of your dreams that haven't happened and did happen. Um, and then as you write them down, or once you wrote them down, actually look at them and go, okay, is there any, what are some common things in there? So I just want to talk, and I said yesterday that was very important. Why is that important? Well, here's why it's important. A lot of things that we do happen in patterns. Now, sometimes the patterns aren't that easy to identify. Sometimes they're very hard to identify. The patterns that are really easy to identify give us a really quick insight into why something works or doesn't work. So what's an example? Well, you might find that if you set a goal that is, or aiming for a dream that it's really too big, you might find a common thing is that if it's too big, you end up losing enthusiasm for it, or you just don't get there. But then you might find that if you aim for something smaller, you seem to knock that out. You seem to get that done. Okay, so that's an example. In my experience, there's always a pattern, just as it takes a while to find it. And the pattern may well be that it's just predictable, that it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, it's going to take money, or whatever it is. So what is the benefit of knowing those things? Well, the benefits are this. If you know, for instance, that if you have too high of a goal, or your dream is really, really big, or the project's really big, and you know that that rarely you get through to the end, then the good thing from that is that, well, okay, what you need to do is break the project down, the dream down, into a series of steps. And that will make it a heck of a lot easier to achieve. Conversely, if you realize that you always seem to, any dream that you have that's very small, and you always seem to knock it out, well, I would then say to you, well, okay, you seem to get the little things done really good. How about you stretch yourself and create a little bit bigger dream? Go for a bigger dream. Or why not create a dream from all these little dreams that you've achieved? Either way, what you're looking for is areas to stretch yourself, but also areas where you can, and going back to our theme of last week, where you can give yourself a pat in the back and go, you know what, that was pretty good. So, my challenge for you today is this. Look for the patterns and use those patterns, use the commonality of things that didn't happen or things that did happen. Look for the patterns, look for the commonality in that, and use that as a stepping stone to do this year differently.